the very dark and sinister side of Prophet Feyi Daniels. The more I go into this rabbit hole of the allegations and accusations, more things unravel that it gives me my mouth like, what? I want to believe that these things are lies. However, with experience and different occurrences that have happened, I can't just wade it off, okay, because we need to hear from all the sides. So apparently there's the newspapers actually carried news of a lady being molested by Prophet Feyi in 2019, and the woman was based in Ilorin, Kwara State. So in the newspaper publication, it was carried that self-acclaimed bishop who allegedly aped a woman remanded in Ilorin. So the publication says that one Oluwafeyi Daniels, that's his real name, who claimed to be a bishop, was on Tuesday remanded at Okekura Correctional Service over alleged abduction and sexual harassment of a lady withheld who reside at Basin area, Ilorin, Kwara State. So let me read it for you guys. It's not even funny. So according to the story, he was dragged to the magistrate court on the offenses of obtaining property by false pretense, impersonation, injurious falsehood, criminal force on a woman with intent to outrage modesty, contrary to section. Let me leave all of that. Now, according to the information reports, Bishop Feyi met the lady on social media and invited her to his residence in Lekki, Lagos State, which she obliged. This Bishop Feyi's Lekki house, I'm still asking a question. Where is the bishop's wife? Where is the prophet's wife? Is she not in that house? Is she not aware? Okay. So she came to his house. The police report said that Oluwafeyi Rokpo kept her in confinement, where he reportedly sexually and severally abused her under the disguise of providing spiritual assistance. Now, this is a different story from the assistant pastor who went to this same Lekki house to receive punishments. Are you guys seeing a trend? Then under the guise of collecting spiritual assistance, the bishop was said to have lured her into parting with sums of money. The FIR further revealed that the lady was able to escape to Ilorin from the bishop's net through the assistance of one Pastor Busayo Komolafe. Following the police reports, the fake bishop was said to be threatening and intimidating the victim and the pastor who aided her escape from his custody. The bishop, who is the defendant, was said to have been able to perpetrate this act by presenting himself as spiritual representative of renowned late Prophet David Olulana Babajide, the patriarch of c0urt worldwide and founder of Babajide School of Prophets and Evangelists in Ilesha, Osun State. The defendant was also said to have deceitfully and fraudulently induced Pastor Busayo Akomolafe to part with his Toyota Highlander Jeep valued at about 1 million naira. He was ordered to be remanded in the correctional service by Magistrate Ibrahim after the argument of the prosecutor Yusuf Nasir was taken and the case was adjourned to 7 January 2020. So this is even a different case from the this is just a mess. I saw a video of some former members who were talking about the fact that he was threatening some of his victims. I'm going to play it and we'll continue.
Was arrested he molested a lot of young girls in his church. Now the case is still in Alagbon, and Feyi Daniels had the audacity to preach in church and use these children as his scapegoats. Now he has sued the victims. A case that is with Alagbon police station. He has the audacity to sue the victims. Now this is what is going on. We allow the abusers to have the upper hand, and the victims are re-traumatized and they're suffering. What's going on? What's going on? We're enabling perpetrators in this country. That is the reason why they think they are untouchable.
This state.
Nigerian police, why is Feyi Daniels intimidating victims when his case is in Alagbon? Thank you.
You guys, this story is just a huge big mess. Like, I can't even begin to, the more I read about it, the more I'm just like, what now? You know, it's a cautionary tale for a lot of young people who are looking for prophecy. You want to see the one that is not in the Bible. You are looking for, you cannot pray by yourself in your house. You are looking for who will tell you your future and things to come. And when they keep saying these things, I am just wondering, like I said, this Lekki house seems to be a slaughterhouse of some sort. A lot of things is going on in that Lekki house. Is it that when people just hear Lekki, Papa's house in Lekki, their entire senses, it goes away, they don't think straight anymore? And I'm wondering, if this man is married, because he's married with 2 children, how come these things keep happening under the nose of his wife? I'm not blaming the wife, because it's not the wife's fault that a man of God has a very dark side, okay? Because the man obviously has a fetish and a very dark side. It's not the wife's fault. But I'm just wondering, you know, there are some things you hear that, okay, it happened in the hotel, it happened when daddy traveled to London, yeah, you know, those type of, how come repeatedly from the stories, different stories I've been reading, it is always happening in the Lekki house? What is going on in that Lekki house? How come there's nobody in the house when such things are happening? Because normally, normal pastor's house, well, I don't know, these days now everybody, you'd have helps, you have different people in the house and all those type of things. How come this is not the case how come the pastor is always on his own when he brings these women into his house? I don't know if you understand. And according to a Facebook page that has been documenting the entire episode from the beginning, because like this Ilorin matter was in 2019, right? And let me look for that particular, I screenshotted it, where he went to, where he slept in the police cell and was begging, and he came out and told his members a different story. Where's this thing? It's just a lot, you guys. When I get that thing, I will show it to you. But according to this video that you just watched now, he sued his victims for defamation of character, requested for 50 million naira damages. Now, you know, I said it, I don't know if I said it in the last video, that I really wish these people would get justice, but they will need like hard, cold-blooded evidence. That's just the truth, okay? And when it comes to issues of this type of issues, it's not just, it can't just be your word against my word. Do you understand? When it happens, I know that it's usually very traumatic. Nobody prays for such things to happen, but you need to go to the hospital first and do a test. Let them get the semen analysis in the person's private. Do you understand? Then you now go and make a police report, and so that it is it is documented. Do you understand? That's how you get cold fact evidence, because if you just say, oh, he did this to me, and there's really no proof of it in terms of evidence, right, the things you can achieve in court will be, it will just be very traumatic for you as a person. Do you understand? Anyway, so seeing that this issue has been on ground for a while, just imagine this lady in Ilorin. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? There's even a WhatsApp thing that they said that he was threatening a girl that she will buy if she tells anybody that he molested her. I'm just, oh god, it's just I don't know, it's so unfortunate that in the quest for spiritual experiences or being part of a spiritual community, a lot of people experience these things. Because I used to be one of those people that would say, oh no, it didn't happen, but hey, there's something Pastor Tony Rapu said during Pastor Biodun's episode, that you can actually you could have done some things in the past when you were an unbeliever. Doesn't mean that you will not face the justice system. Yeah, if indeed you actually did those things, even though God has forgiven you, you need to face the justice system. So for the victims, I truly sympathize with them, and I'm happy that it is being brought to the light again, because from the things that I've been reading, it was almost as if the case was suppressed due to the prophet having influence and all those type of things. And I think that for us believers, let's not just shut people down. Okay, I used to do that in the past, but I think everybody deserves to be heard. Yeah, I recognize that people can accuse people, like false accusations actually exist, right? But let's hear everybody. Let's not shut down people. Let's not call people witches. Let's not call people that they are demons. Let us hear people first of all, and the different people talking different. When more than 5 people are saying something, pause and just listen. Don't just dismiss it. That's one thing I personally have learned. So I'm going to end video here. I'm going to create a playlist so you can watch all the videos in this series, because there's so much to be unpacked. How the CAC church distanced themselves from this man. I'm going to be looking at all of that in the next video. Please remember to like the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.